My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone, specifically the solo adventures, the Boomsday Project Puzzle Labs. It's time to get started with the Secret Lab.
It's running out. It's Boomsday!
Alright, so it is time to start facing Dr. Boom. These are going to be the Dr. Boom lethal challenges. Let's go. Alright. Just get those sleeves up. Gotta roll up your sleeves for some good work. This is gonna be difficult. Destroy the enemy here. Ooh, patron. Of pirates and patrons.
Trying to take me down? You've got guts. How do I extract them from you?
No hero ability, and we do have a Sludge Belcher. Okay. We've got a Frothing Berserker in hand. We've got a new card called the Super Soldier. Whenever you summon a minion with 3 or less attack, give it charge. So this is the old Warsong Commander. Before it became 3 mana, 2/3, give your charge minions +1 attack. Alright, so we've got that. We've got Whirlwind, Slam, Fiery War Axe, Death's Bite, and 2 Dread Corsairs. So because we want more damage on multiple things, because I'm guessing that we're using the Frothing Berserker's damage to face, because that's 32 HP, that's a lot. So I think the first 2 things are going to be Soldier, Frothing Berserker. So this is interesting. Because those definitely have to be played, and there's no mana reduction effects that can happen on those, that means that there's just 3 mana to play with, right? Both of those are givens. They have to happen. Which means that playing Death's Bite allows me to get the 2 Dread Corsairs out there, but it doesn't allow me to use anything else. And I wouldn't be able to play the other weapon afterwards, so I can't trigger the Death Rattle. So Fiery War Axe means these are both free, and then I get both Slam and Whirlwind. Alright, well, let's just start trying things. Fiery War Axe, double Corsair. We want as many things to take damage as possible, and a 3/1... sorry, a 3/1 can be spawned as well as a 3/3 from attacking the Sludge Belcher's Sludge. So I think I save Slam for a Grim Patron, so it's attack. And Whirlwind has to happen at the very end when we have the largest board, right? So we attack you. Then Slam. This isn't gonna work, is it? We'll attack with that 3/1. 3. I mean, there's not that much left we can do, right? It's those, and then we Whirlwind. We get 2 new 3s that we can attack with. No other ordering, so you attack as well, and then we...
Yeah, I guess failure is an option.
Alright, so maybe Whirlwind happens earlier. Maybe that's what it is. It's Super Soldier, Frothing Berserker, Fiery War Axe, Dread Corsair, Whirlwind, then chuck both the Dread Corsairs in. The problem with that is it starves us of 1 patron, which I don't know about that. We'll see how it goes though. Slam this patron. This one attacks. Doesn't seem far off, if at all. Alright, we're 1 damage short.
Science is the answer.
How do I have an extra minion on the board when I Whirlwind? Because the attacking order doesn't change there, right? So how do I have an extra minion on board when I Whirlwind? Oh! No, that doesn't work. Oh, maybe it does. Okay, well, let's try it. Super Soldier, Frothing Berserker, Fiery, Dread. To me, I actually don't think those are negotiable. I think those definitely happen, right? But since both of these are trying to spawn Grim Patrons, I'm going to run one of you in and then Whirlwind. And I'm going to slam that Grim Patron. This one doesn't survive damage. This one does survive damage, creates another Grim Patron. Alright. This is not looking good.
Your superior weapons are no match for my crude intellect. No, wait, the other thing.
Like these, it only makes sense that these are played. Is it Death's Bite somehow? Why would 4 damage be important? If these are non-negotiable, then 4 damage isn't important because I can't play a Slam or a Whirlwind alongside it. Which means that it has to be Fiery War Axe. We do something before I play the Dread Corsairs. I could Whirlwind first. Why would I do that? I could Dread Corsair, Whirlwind, attack with the 2/3/1s, have a 3/2 on the board, slam it, Dread Corsair. I mean, I'll try it. I think this is just going to be like a lot of stick everything to the wall and see what sticks. You and you. It's as large as the board gets. Actually, we're going to be short by a lot of damage here. Because we didn't manage to get another patron in at the right time. Maybe it's Slam before, like, no, Whirlwind.
Science is built on mistakes. That's why I'm good at it.
All right, let's try a different thing. We want as much damage as possible. So it's never correct to use the Fiery War Axe to clear this, right? Because then only 1 damage instance occurs, so the Frothing Berserker doesn't get that much larger. So it definitely has to be like 2 minions throw themselves into this. We don't slam it, for example. We don't slam it, we don't hit it with this. That's all lost damage. So let's sack both of these. I think I did this exact same thing before. See, this... If this minion survives damage, summon another Grim Patron. So both of these die with Whirlwind, and then both of these should summon Grim Patrons, but I don't think they will. I think... Yeah, only one of them is having their effect trigger, because the other one's going, oh, the board's clear, the board's full. We need one more patron.
Nobody's perfect except me. It's my worst flaw.
Super Frothing. Is there any reason to use Whirlwind early? Not any good reasons. Alright. Super Frothing, Fiery, Dread. All right, so what if we split it up so that only one Dread Corsair goes in and 1 patron goes in? So to be attack there, then Whirlwind, so that we get 2 patrons, maximum patron return there. Now more things have taken damage. Now we can sack one of you to control our board size. That doesn't control our board size. Like, I can attack with that and then just summon another one to duplicate. Because the thing is, if I attack with this... Is Slam a trap somehow? But it can't be. Because it's extra damage. Yeah, and we're short a minion now. 2 damage short again. Is it the order in which the patrons are played?
Have some brain food. It's made with real brain.
Super Soldier Frothing. Fiery War Axe, Dreadful Set. I still think these are non-negotiables, but where is the rest of the interaction? Where does the rest of the interaction fall down?
No quarter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're getting the same amount of damage through regardless. How did... Minion on minion combat has to always be correct here. It has to be. Because it gives you 2 Frothing Berserker triggers. Screens we lost. The same 2 damage. It's the same every single way how we've done it there.
Okay. Science isn't an exact science.
So how do we get more? Well, another way to get more would be having a minion that dies without the Sludge Belcher dying. Okay, so let's think about it. What is the Sludge Belcher? The Sludge Belcher is a 3/5 and then a 1/2. And I have nothing. This can't charge, right? Frothing Berserker has to go face. It has to be part of the solution to go face. And these are 3 damage, right? So I have nothing that allows me to get 3 minions to hit the Sludge Belcher before it breaks. So a maximum of 3 minions can hit this Sludge Belcher, which means that between the Sludge Belcher and my own minion, that's 6 extra damage on the Frothing Berserker. So we've got 6 damage of the face damage covered. We know that 3 from the Fiery War Axe is definitely going face. So we have 9 covered. We know at the very least 2 from the Frothing Berserker is going face. Add to the 6 previous, so we've got 11 covered. So everything else is about getting these whirlwinds and these slams to be larger. So if I can't change the amount of minions that attack, right, for instance, for the purposes of trading, what does that mean for me? Is there any way to have 5 minions attack face? They would all be 3 damage, right? That's easy. So is there any way to have 5 minions attack face? Well, no, because this doesn't move. This has to attack face afterwards. So that means that one of them has to clear the Sludge Belcher. So I can have 4 minions attack. If I have 4 minions attack plus the Frothing Berserker. So the 4 minions are 12 damage. We already have 11, so it's 23. So the Frothing Berserker needs to be 9 larger. So it needs to be 9 larger than the inherently given 6. So I need to give it 9 charges of minion damage outside of the minions that attack and kill the Sludge Belcher.
Remember, every solution has a problem.
Not bad. So how do I get 9? Because my board size is 5. Sorry, is 6. It's 7 maximum, rather. So what it would have to be is having a full board before I Whirlwind. How the hell do I have a full board before I Whirlwind? And have 4 minions attacking thereafter.
Blood, 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 and blood. No quarter. No quarter.
So previously I would have Whirlwinded here. Wait, did I Whirlwind here last time? So if I Whirlwind here, I generate a 3/3 and a 3/3. One of the 3/3s attacks this. So I now get my requisite amount of minions attacking face. That is to say 4. But I don't have enough damage on the Frothing Berserker. So actually, if I had 1 fewer minions here, I'd be better served.
No problem. It's not rocket science. Or
Yes, it is. Because to Whirlwind now is to miss out on a patron. Maybe that's correct, though, just because there's so many minions on the board. But the board has to be full before I Whirlwind, otherwise I won't get the best result out of it. Sack that. Slam you to get another. And then ones with 3 don't have the ability to actually... Okay, this is looking good. We get 4 attacks to face from non-frothing minions.
Science is more than blowing things up. It's careful observation. Things blowing up. Blood, 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 and blood.
I can't include more targets with a Whirlwind or a Slam. I can't get more minions to attack at the end. So that means... Sorry, with a Slam. So that means I need more targets with a Whirlwind. How the hell do I get more targets with a Whirlwind with this? All right, let's start considering options that use our weapons. So we're missing out on 1 damage from the Frothing Berserker now. So we use the weapon to kill this. There's no way this beats the previous solutions. Like, that hasn't even reduced... that hasn't even increased the amount of minions that I get to attack. So I think their effects trigger in order, right? And this one dies. But then this one tries to create a new, so maybe this works? I don't think it does. 5 short. Yeah, we just wasted a minion, of course.
Science is the answer. What was the question again?
God, I knew these were going to be hard. I didn't know they were going to be this hard. That was an obvious mistake.
Yeah, I guess failure is an option.
Yeah, without the ability to kill the Death Spite, there's no reason to consider it as part of the plan. Armoring up can't be part of the solution, right? No, it literally can't. We have no way to translate that armor into damage, so there's no way to believe that that's part of the solution. So, to attack and then Whirlwind gives us the largest board, but it also Whirlwinds early. So, we somehow want the largest board before we Whirlwind. So that means that we definitely double attack here. We definitely single attack with one of these. Slam you. Attacking. Then Whirlwind. Two of you die, but see, this is the thing. I only get one Grim Patron out of the surviving Grim Patron. Right? Because I only have the space for one. How do I get rid of another? Because, yeah, I'm just short on damage. Weed. By 2 as well.
Take heart. Science is built on mistakes. That's why I'm good at it.
So I benefit from sacrificing them because of the control, because of the size of my board. I've tried Dread Corsair, Whirlwind, then Dread Corsair, right? I have. I definitely have. Whirlwind has to be the last thing. So if we... Let's go. We double trade the Dread Corsair into there. We get a 1-3, right? Then all we have left is 3-2, 3-2. This minion that definitely can't attack because it has to go face. There is no two ways about that. Or rather, there are no two ways about that. Wait a second.
Blood and blood and no.
So again, this is a really low value Whirlwind, but imagine I Whirlwind now, I get 3-1 and the 3-1, a 3-3 and a 3-3. I attack with the 3-1. No, it's too early. It's too early. So it has to be after the slam. No, it doesn't work like that though. It doesn't. See, this helps me control my board if I attack with this, if I use the Whirlwind first, right? And then we'll trade, killing one of our own minions. Is there any way to get 5 attacks to the face? Like, what if it's not more investment on the Frothing Berserker, but it's having another one go face? How do I get that done? Because if a minion survives killing the ooze, can I end up with a full board after a Whirlwind? Yes. Yes, I can. Can I kill the ooze in such a way that I don't put any of my minions on 1 HP? Let's try that. It would have to use my weapon to remove the second element of it, which would... Like, a 1-2 is so obvious as, like, bait, so... Well, it's not obviously bait, but it would be, like... It would be bait if it was. the problem with the puzzle.
No quarter! No quarter! Ha-ha!
Wait, no, I can do it earlier. If I'm using my weapon, I can do it earlier. No, but I don't want a whirlwind earlier, of course. No, but I do want a whirlwind earlier. Hang on. If I'm using my weapon, I can whirlwind before I let go of one of the Dread Corsairs.
Except me. It's my worst flaw.
As long as I'm controlling my board size. These are always played at the start, right? Yeah, because the minions take damage. This has to be on the field, and this has to have charge, so this has to have already been on the field as well. So it has to be in that order.
Blood and plunder.
Alright, so now I'm going to have 5 minions attacking through. The problem is I have 5 minions attacking through, but I don't have my own weapon. So as much as I'm getting more minions through, I'm worse off. So imagine I attack with the Grim Patron right now. I spawn another 3/3, and then I have 12 damage here, 14 damage here, 12 and 14 is 26, and then I have this 3, so I have 29, right? So I'm another 3 short. See, this is where it comes into being a problem that, oh my god, we're 26 minutes in and I'm still in the same puzzle, I'm sorry. This is where it comes to be a problem that I never played Grim Patron. Right, so I'm not extraordinarily familiar with their spawning techniques.
Concentrate! Concentrate! Am I distracting you?
What was that? Sorry, I was busy concentrating. Whenever this minion survives damage, summon another Grim Patron. Slamming it is no better than attacking it. In fact, it's worse, significantly worse. 27. Another patron short.
Science is more than blowing things up. It's careful observation of things blowing up.
I don't understand it. I don't understand where you get extra value here. No.
Your superior weapons are no match for my crew.
God, I was planning to record this video in just like a cool hour, but we're on the first puzzle and I'm still stumped.
Blood and plunder. Blood and plunder. No quarter. No quarter. Ha-ha! Fire on! Everyone, get in here!
So this has 2 spaces. Oh my god, with the slam afterwards on a healthy one, because this dies after the 2 spaces, I can slam healthy. This is 5 attacks going through, as well as 14 damage from the Frothing Berserker. Come on! It's gonna be harder, isn't it? It's just gonna get worse. Erratic explosives.
Kaboom bots. Kadoom bots.
So we've got the ability to recharge. We've got a Circle of Healing. We've got Holy Smite, Defile, Divine Spirit. We've got a Haunted Creeper. We've got Wild Pyromancer, we've got Violet Teacher, and we've got Power Tentacles. Now, if this has 10 triggers, right? So it goes onto the opponent's side, it's on 9. It's even, so it gets on their side on 1, and then it dies there, right? So we're fine how it currently is. Do we have the ability to just do 10 triggers, right? So to be like Wild Pyromancer, probably Power Tentacles on them so that we can just chain combo a bunch of stuff afterwards.
Me,
One spell, 2 spells.
Results are guaranteed.
7. So we can get 7 of those with the Wild Pyromancer. No, we can't. We can't. Because the Circle of Healing will heal the Spud. No, we can. We have to Wild Pyromancer, then Circle of Healing, then Power Word Shield. And then I probably Divine Spirit you. So if I hit you with Holy Smite, you'll come back to my side with 5 and then go to my opponent's side with 4. We don't want that. Oh no, that's the problem, isn't it? You can't Holy Smite. Haunted Creeper, summon 2 1/1 Spectrals. So after Haunted Creeper dies on a Defile, it'll Defile again because of the Spectrals. And Violet Teacher has whenever. Whenever, as we mentioned before, it's after is the different trigger, right? So after is Pyromancer's wording. But whenever means it occurs before the spell actually has its effect go. So if I Violet Teacher Defile, it should kill the 1/1 Apprentice. Like summons it, kills it, then goes again. So in terms of Defile, if I played Violet Teacher and the Haunted Creeper, I would have 1 from the 1/1 Violet, 2 from the Haunted, 3 from the Spectral Creeper, 1, and then 5 on the Violet Teacher. So I'm missing by 1. Let's try it though. Oh no. It was cast the Violet Teacher, smite the face. It's gonna be off now. It was cast the Violet Teacher, smite the face. Back here. Splits again. One more time, this was on my side of the board. No, this works. Alright. Cool. Loading the next puzzle. Yep. Never go full Northshire. Alright. We have the swap. Swap minions with your opponent. That's going to be handy. Battery pack, Circle of Healing, Arcanine, Fungal. Arcanine. Fungal, Lab Recruiter. Shuffle 3 copies of a friendly minion into your deck. You have 1 card in there. Elven Archer, Powered Shield. I'm going to cast the Powered Shield just to see what's in our deck. It's Wild Pyromancer. Cool. So Wild Pyromancer is going to be at the end of the puzzle so that we can start North Shearing them.
It's made with real brain.
Treachery. Choose a friendly minion, give it to your opponent. Okay. Do we have a way of killing the Sylvanas? Not effectively. Like, we can use the Arcanine and Binding Heal it, but then we kill ourselves. Because killing the Sylvanas gives the 1/3... Wait, if I swap minions, I can just Treachery them back the Northshire and leave them with the Sylvanas. Okay, well, the first thing has to be Lab Recruiter.
You, and you, and you.
Because unless they have a ridiculous amount of Northshears, this isn't going to work. There's a couple of ways we can draw. We can draw with Elven Archer plus Fungal Enchanter. We've got 3... Do Do I want to give them the... No, so I don't want to give them the Wild Pyromancer, which means the Wild Pyromancer goes on my board after I play the swap. Yeah, because it wouldn't be under my control after I've cast the spell. So I have to imagine the swap would not trigger the AoE effect. Actually, you know what? Before we even go further, we should probably test that, so...
It's okay. Science isn't an exact
You need to not talk so that I can do this. So Wild Pyromancer, and then if I swap... Yes, it doesn't trigger its effect. Yeah, as I suspected.
Yeah, I guess failure is an option.
I want
3
you
friendly minions
and
into deck. So
you
how am I going to
and
draw
you.
them now? I can Elven Archer one of my minions, heal it, Power Word Shield. No. We Elven Archer one of our minions, then we Power Word Shield the Elven Archer so that it can survive the Wild Pyromancer. Then we do that, then we heal. There's all of our North Shear now. Wait a second. Oh, no. I can't heal any of my characters anymore. Like I could get a bunch of energy back, but I can't. Can I? See, if I overdraw by even 1 card, I kill myself, so. Alright, I think that was incorrect.
Science is the answer.
Do I want my... No, I can't. I can't want my Wild Pyromancer first. Because if I want my Wild Pyromancer first, what am I saying there? I'm saying that I'm using this Wild Pyromancer for a ridiculous amount of draw because that's the only reason I would want it first, right? I think Arcanize a trap, but it might not be. I think Lab Recruiter has to happen.
And you and you.
I think that's a possibility. I use Binding Heal rather than my heal so that I can heal myself so that I can overdraw. Maybe that's it.
One shot, one.
3 cards left in the deck.
Is someone injured?
Maybe the idea is I'm supposed to swap a lot earlier. Three cards, and 2 of them are North Shears. Don't want to kill my own North Shears. Yeah, unless I have a way of killing my own Sylvanas to gain your North Shear and then pass you all of the North Shears, that's not working. And the Circle of Healing should almost certainly be cast at the very end. All right, let's just try something. Swap with you. I'm gonna Treachery to give you that. Oh. Definitely done that in the wrong order. Yeah. I'm not actually even gonna get any damage in here because I don't have any spells left. Whoops. Well, the Pyromancer hasn't gone down yet, so I don't need to use the Power Word Shield yet. Because the Power Word Shield can be the thing that I use before the Circle of Healing for the Pyromancer. Which means the Power Word Shield isn't even used in our draw. How do we draw 3?
I want you, and you, and you.
It has to be Get More Northshire. There's no way it's not. They have 433 health. 435. 433 health, as I said. Just said that.
It's okay. Science isn't an exact science.
I want you, and you, and you.
See, I can't swap before I draw because I need to draw them to swap them to my enemy. Right. Let's try with drawing the Pyromancer first. I want to save Binding Heal so that I can use it as a spell later. We get our Wild Pyromancer on the board. Then we Lab Recruit you. Power Word Shield there. Now if I Northshire and heal just one target with Binding Heal, I want my Wild Pyromancer to die. Maybe.
Is someone injured?
Yeah, I could see it being a problem quite quickly, soon after this. So I'm casting Binding Heal on the Lab Recruiter. The Wild Pyromancer dies. I get both of the Northshears. I play both of them. I swap them to my enemy. I Treachery. I don't feel comfortable with this. It feels like this is going to be wrong. Battery pack will... Northshire, swap. That doesn't work. Board's full. So do I not want to save the Lab Recruiter either? See, if I use the Circle of Healing now, I die. I can't use the Circle of Healing after the Orkanite either. I'm gonna die. So. Let's just let me redo this. Okay, so what's a formula for an increasing series? We should figure that out, because then we'll be able to figure out if we have enough damage to kill without having to cast, so we don't have to watch this animation a bunch of times. So what's the formula for an increasing series? 1 + 2 + 3 + 4. Forgotten. Like, I know each element is, you know, n + 1, n being the previous element, but I've forgotten if there's a neat way to figure it out. I think it's going to be like one of those n - 1 over n factorial kind of thing. I'm setting puzzle, thank you. Alright. So it looked like we were like 3 draws short there at least.
That's what I'm good at. It's not rocket science, or is it?
One shot, one kill.
Let's clear up the space of the Elven Archer.
I want you, and you, and you.
Frees up some board space. Then both of those are North Shears. So I'll heal you, gaining both of the North Shears from the deck. Then we have to battery pack next, which means that I don't get the 2 North Shears out before the battery pack. That's bad. Oh, that's going to be really bad.
Is someone injured? Is someone injured?
Yeah, it's just not going to work for our overall damage, I have to imagine. View that back. Alright, so we have 5 characters were healed, and there's 5 of them on the board. So my enemy is going to draw 25 cards. So 25 plus 24 plus 23 plus 22 plus 21. There has to be like a standard formula for increasing set, right? Because okay, well let's look at obvious examples. 1 is 1, 2 is 3, 4 is sorry, 2 is 3, 3 is 6. 4 is 10. 5 is 15. So yeah, the only thing they seem to have in common is just the addition of the previous element. Oh, of the new element, rather. Oh no. So it's definitely 2 more than we had, which means if 2 more minions were damaged, well actually if 2 more minions were damaged, it would have overshot by a lot. How does the Sylvanas work into the puzzle? How do you kill the Sylvanas without killing everything else? Because Alkanai binding heal on it kills me. I don't get it. And it can't be taking a random minion, right? Because it has to be a puzzle that's solvable in the correct way multiple times, right? Reliably solvable in the correct way. So it can't be that.
Work the problem. If that fails, I resort to bribery.
I'm trying to work the problem, buddy, but we're 50 minutes in and I'm still dumb.
I want you, and you, and you.
Let's look at the elements I haven't even considered yet. Arcanine and Fungal. I don't think Arcanine gets played. I don't understand how Arcanine gets played. Cards. Ugh. 4 cards is difficult.
One shot, one kill.
Well, we got the Wild Pyromancer first this time. I could overdraw by a ridiculous amount. It'd be like Wild Pyromancer, Fungal, and then Binding Heal. Actually, it'd be the opposite. Wild Pyromancer, Binding Heal, then Fungal. That'd draw me 5 cards? But I'd actually still not die. I also actually draw 5 cards from my opponent. Oh no, drawing 5 cards into Fatigue does kill me. Oh, no it doesn't. Fungal Enchanter heals me out of it. But now we don't have a spell that can trigger the Pyro's effect on everyone on the board after we have the North Shears. But we don't need the North Shears first, right? Do we? Because I think I need 2 of the minions on my board to die. But if I do that, the North Shear on the opposing board dies. Well, I have to play Battery Pack next. I have no choice. Now, if I heal their character, I actually kill myself. And if I end up with any North Shears, I kill myself also. Organite doesn't kill itself with the Circle of Healing, so it can't be part of the solution like that. So if I swap, I give my enemy all of the minions. I can Treachery after the swap.
Concentrate! Concentrate! Am I distracting you?
Not at all. Or I can Treachery before the swap to make more space. No, but then I leave myself with a North Shear. I can't do that. Of course I'd Treachery after the swap then.
Is someone injured?
Can't give them a minion when they have a full board. See, that's the problem with the Fungal Enchanter. Like, as much as I need the Elven Archer on board, I need the Lab Recruit on board. I think I need the Wild Pyromancer on board. Yeah, have a minion. It's not gonna work. Who got Power Word Shielded? You did. Actually, that means you have max HP already. That's gonna resolve pretty quickly. That's not gonna work. Oh, it still plays through the entire animation. Okay, I need a metric. Increasing series. Wait, I can probably actually, because of Hearthstone being super popular, I can probably just say fatigue counter, right?
Nobody's perfect. Except
Yeah,
me.
fatigue counter Hearthstone
It's
is the
my
third
worst
result.
flaw.
And then the majority of the top things are articles about fatigue. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Mechanics. Starts at 1 plus, yeah, Does it give a formula? Fatigue can be calculated with the formula n plus 1, n times n plus 1 over 2, with n being the highest fatigue damage taken whilst drawing. Also, I actually need the end number as well. Ugh. Well, if the n number is 435, surely I can work backwards. So 435 times 2 is 870.
Yeah, sure. Take your time. This is a delicate operation.
And that's n squared plus n. So, oh no. So n squared plus n minus minus 870. It's quadratic. Damn it. So it's n squared plus n, so that means it's positive. So what does 870 break up into? What are the factors of 870? I need 2 factors of 870 that are really close to one another. Factors of 870. I'm not gonna be bothering trying to do this in my own head. I don't care. Okay, so the closest ones are 2 and 3, 5 and 6.
It's
God.
good to plan ahead.
29 and 30.
Results are guaranteed.
29 and 30. So it's minus 30 and plus 29, which means n is equal to 29 or negative 30. It can't be negative, so it's 29. So if I need to make them draw 29 times, assuming I give them all of the north shears, so they'll have 4 north shears. 29 just means I need 6 damaged minions and 5 north shears. Yeah, 6 by 5, it's 30. Yeah, it's enough. Maybe I don't have to give them all of the north shears? Maybe that's it?
Oh, did I stump you?
You kind of did. Does it matter who I attack and then heal? Not really.
One shot, one.
Wild Pyromancer, Lab Recruiter these into our deck.
And you.
So we have different levels, right? We have people on level 3, 3 HP, level 2 for 2 HP. I want to keep them all vaguely the same, I guess. Okay, so I'll binding heal you. Give me the ability to draw a North Shear, play the North Shear. And then Fungal Enchanter, not with fatigue. Well, I already screwed that up somewhere. I've only got 2 cards left in my deck, so I can actually just heal someone. So this is without the Fungal Enchanter. So I can then Battery Pack, it'll remove 2 minions from the board, and then I get the ability to play 2 North Shears. Good. North Shear, North Shear. Now I can swap. Then I can Treachery. The enemy's already taken 3 damage. This isn't gonna work, is it? Oh, it's 5 damage minions. So yeah, this is 25. But how many have they already taken fatigue? 2. Yeah, my other cards are still capable here, so I know that we didn't win. That has to be like 1 off though. So I've already making them draw 2, and then this is another 25. So this is 27, so we'll be 2 off. If my math is correct, we'll be 2 off. How do I get 2 more? I don't get it. This is gonna be a long video. Good lord. I do want to see to the end of this just to make sure that I'm correct about being 2 off. So it would be 27 as the final fatigue number, and we're 2 off. Yeah, it was. 28 and 29 are exact lethal.
Stumped on some puzzles? Have some brain food. It's made with real brain.
It does feel like the pyro should come at the end, which means that we need to find a way to draw without having the pyro. And that's just not... Like, how do we do that? We can't. Can we? What if we put all of our energy into just drawing?
I want you, and you, and you.
Let's get to it. Always gets the wild pyromancer now. It's exactly what I don't want. But the thing is, it shouldn't be based on luck, so I should have the ability to draw without that.
One shot, one kill.
I can draw 2 more with my wild on field. It's North Shear, Wild, Battery Pack. Just heal something. Let's heal the pyro. Those 2 cards. And he draws 1. This doesn't work. Unless I can do it with 4 North Shear Clerics somehow. Can I? Can somehow pull this off with 4 North Shears. No. And I definitely need to be able to treachery afterwards. What if their North Shear is a trap? What if I don't even need their North Shear?
Work the problem. If that fails, I resort to bribery.
What if treachery killing their North Shear is correct? So what's that then? I play double North Shear Cleric. I heal my Fungal Enchanter. Well, I do the opposite order, right? So that I don't fatigue out. Actually, I wouldn't want to heal my Fungal Enchanter. I'd want to heal my North Shear.
Is someone injured? Is someone injured?
So my enemy gets a board with not enough damage means it's not gonna work. What if somehow this minion was the Elven Archer? No, that doesn't work out though. This is like supremely short. Enemies, what, 3 fatigue in, and I would be giving them 4. 4 by 4, 16. Not enough. There's no good way to kill a Sylvanas at the end. Unless my opponent has the Sylvanas, and then I still have the Treachery. But I would have to use the Treachery to give my opponent the Sylvanas, right? Otherwise, the swap gives them the Sylvanas, and I can no longer Treachery it. So would I Treachery it to their board, and then swap, and then I have a Sylvanas on mine? Yay. I think Treachery first... Like, treacherying something early might be correct, just to get it out of my board. Maybe I give my opponent... Oh, yeah, that could be it. No, but then as soon as I treachery something, I'm admitting that this Northshire is staying on my board. Which I don't want to admit. Because if I'm drawing my opponent into a ridiculous amount of fatigue, I draw myself into a ridiculous amount of fatigue using it. I don't understand this. I just don't understand this.
One shot, one kill.
There's just no way to get this all done.
Is someone injured?
What if I give my opponent the Arcanine? What if I draw the Pyromancer off of a single draw from the Northshire after I swap it to myself? How would I get that? Because I'd need to damage something and then heal it, right? So how do I do that? Can't. I have no damage in my hand. Which also means I have no draw.
Am I distracting you?
My only damage is Arcanine, somehow kill my Arcanine, then heal things. I definitely don't want to Arcanine Treachery or anything like that. Alright, well, fine. Let's try. Yeah, we lose. Binding of Heal kills me. Circle of Healing kills all of the Northshires. Woo!
Yeah, I guess failure is an option.
This is awful. Why would the Pyro be the only card on top of my deck? Do I want to draw the Pyro first? Does that benefit me? Using an early Circle of Healing, I literally can't see a way that the early Circle of Healing is correct. I'm incapable of seeing that.
One shot, one kill.
Well, Pyromancer might be on the board early here, but I'm beyond ability to deal with it. What if it's already time to battery pack? That helps us. That's a board takes damage. If I draw 5, so if I heal myself, I would draw into fatigue. Damn it, I would die. I guess not if we battery pack, then fungal. But then the problem becomes our board is way too big. Yeah, that's actually a problem. Board's way too large. So I can Binding Heal my own North Share, draw, lose both the Wild Pyromancer and the Lab Recruiter. Then draw safely thereafter. Sure. The problem is now healing up all of my minions is a great way to not have any damaged North Shears. Yeah, I don't see how this works. Yeah, we're not going to have any damage minions. It's not going to matter.
Science is more than blowing things up. It's careful observation.
I hate this puzzle. I hate this puzzle. Like a lot. Can I damage 2 minions at the same... Not without Arcanine. I can't use Arcanine. Everything except my hero power targets me as well. So, like, I can heal myself, Arcanine, and then Fungal Enchanter, but then I can't kill the Arcanine, and I can't have a heal after that. It can't be Arcanine. Arcanine cannot be part of the solution. Fungal Enchanter, possibly.
It's good to plan ahead. Me, I plan behind. Results are guaranteed.
One shot, one kill.
I want you, and you, and you.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Take on.
There's so many different moving parts in this. You have to be able to forgive me for the fact that this is going to take a while.
I want you, and
Lab
you,
Recruiter.
and you.
Damn it. Did I already screw up? Yeah, I did. I think I do need the pyro first.
It's okay. Science isn't an exact science.
One shot, one.
So damaging and healing a lot of minions is possible with the Fungal Enchanter. So it seems like that's part of this solution.
I want you, and you, and you.
So if I if I battery pack right now... This is something we've done before, is the problem. Oh, none of my cards are castable, so I mean I killed myself. I wasn't going to do that. Oh no, I need to use the Binding Heal as the board damage. That's right. That's my bad, that's my bad. Let me die. Cool.
No problem. It's not rocket science, or is it? Except me. It's my worst flaw.
One shot.
Try that again.
You and you and you.
You like to play with fire?
What if I let my Northshire die and just give them a bunch of Northshire? Because I could use Treachery just to give you a minion. Wait, what? I think I need to Binding Heal before I put the minion on the board.
Science is the answer. What was the question again?
One shot. One kill.
Okay. Wild Shield. We get our Wild Pyromancer, but now the thing is, if I heal this Northshire, I can't kill mine. So I do need to use the Treachery to pass it off then. I can control whether or not the Lab Recruiter dies by playing it sooner or later. That said, I don't want to do any healing while it's still in my hand. I can definitely set up for healing.
Oh, did I stump you?
We only have 8 energy. So enough to Wild Pyromancer, Lab Recruiter, Binding, and Fungal. So if we Wild Pyromancer and then Binding Heal Northshire, that's a draw that I don't want to do. But it does heal me by 5. And then it damages a board of 4 minions for me. And then I Lab Recruiter the Northshire, putting... I mean, that could be it. Lab Recruiter you in, then with Fungal Enchanter for the draws. Then I want to... I can have theirs dead if I cast 2 more spells. So I can battery pack. Got one of those on the board. Can Treachery you this, just because it's the biggest minion. There goes your Northshire, so in the swap I don't get one.
Is someone injured?
North shear, swap. Now I can heal this elven archer once before we even start the rounds ticking. No, I can't. I thought I could. That shouldn't change the overall fatigue number. So 9, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damage, 4, 9, it's 25. Yeah, it's still gonna be short. Yeah, it's green, so we know we haven't won. So I think I do need them to have all 5 North Shears then. And I need more things to be damaged, right? How do I get the North Shears damage after I play them when I'm playing them after I free up the space on my board? Yeah, this should be 25.
Science is more than blowing things up. It's careful observation of things blowing up.
I can free more space on the board by not having the Elven Archer live early, so that's easy. And if I do need my opponent to have the North Shear, but I'm not going to be healing that, but I will be triggering it a couple times, so that is to say triggering my Wild Pyromancer a couple times, so I'm going to give you the Power Word Shields. It's the wrong order. It's the wrong order. We use our base heal, and then we use the Power Word Shield as the way to trigger the Wild Pyromancer. That's it. That's it. Okay. Pyro. That on you. Which immediately draws me into lethal and kills me. Alright, yeah. That's my bad.
Yeah, I guess failure is an option.
So we do all the same things, but we have the Lab Recruiter out earlier. I mean, it has to be important that the wild's on top.
I want you, and you, and you.
So then I put all of you in my deck. Do I want the Wild Pyromancer to live? That seems wild as hell. Let's try it. It's way easier to get stuff off of them. Draw 4 cards. Without the Binding Heal, that's a self-kill. If I swap now, if I battery pack now, I kill my own North Shear, and that's the whole ball game right there.
Science is the answer. What was the question again?
One shot, one kill.
That, and then the Lab Recruiter puts 3 of those in my deck. These kinds of things I feel pretty common. Like, I feel this is probably part of the solution, which is why I'm not alternating it that much. I feel like it's almost certainly somewhere near that.
Do you like to play with fire?
I do ideally want fewer minions on board. The thing is, I don't have enough to play the Fungal Enchanter after triggering everyone's ability. I mean, unless I use the battery pack. Which means the Power Word Shield literally never gets used. Which means I should have used it earlier. Would have saved me energy. But I'm actually wasting a bunch of energy now, so does it matter to have played it earlier?
Is someone injured?
4x7. 4x7 is 28. And we've already drawn them into fatigue. So I can do this without the final Northshire Cleric. As long as enough things are damaged. That's it. 4x7 is 28. They were already on 5 ticks of lethal, so that's 32. That's a super. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't need all of the Northshire side. Excuse me. I could see, like, I was thinking the solution probably had, if it wasn't going to be something like this, it was going to be somehow hold the Wild Pyromancer till the very end, and then Wild Pyromancer, before I treachery their Northshire back to them, because then they'll have all of the Northshires as well as a trigger of damage on literally everyone. 24, 25, 26, 27. Should be 29 should be the lethal tick, but I think we hit like 32. There's lethal. 34. Not bad. Pretty good. Loading the next puzzle. 999 HP is it's the same puzzle. All right. Whoa. Choose a minion, put 2 copies of it on top of your deck. They're not shuffled in, they're on top. And this is a card created specifically for this, so I have to imagine that matters. And it's only 2 copies. That's gotta be the Pyromancer, right? Okay, so it's only 2 copies, which means that the opponent's...
It's okay. Science isn't an exact science.
Oh, gosh. It's like 40-something ticks of fatigue. I can't... Whoa. And we've only got 4 Northshire Clerics total, including the initial one that we have.
I always get the scoop.
This also has a 1-2 stat line.
One shot.
So this gives me a Northshire. And now, because of this, I can now use this healing action to end up with all of the cards. Okay. That means we don't have to expend as many resources as early as we did last time. Which means that I can, like... Northshire...
Is someone injured?
Wild Pyro. I can battery to get all of our energy back. It has to be the next thing. So 98, they've taken 1 trigger of it. So let's think about this. If I, like, binding heal my own undercover reporter? Number one, I draw myself into lethal. I die, right? Because I'll take 3, so 1, 2, 3, 6. So the binding heal kills me, even with the 5 healing it gives me. So if I did that somehow before I put the North Share out on the board, the second North Share, then I could kill my Wild Pyromancer and the Undercover Reporter, which gives me enough space on my board to swap and then Treachery their North Share back. Whereas at the moment, if I swap, I can't get anything. So what? I've got 3 by... Yeah, it can't be. They have to have all of the North Shares. Otherwise, there's no... Oh, the last one was called Never Go Full North Share, and now this is called Full North Share. Not exactly a great reference, but still. We need to redo this.
No problem. It's not rocket science.
Oh, is it?
One shot, one kill. I always get the scoop.
We let the Elven Archer die, right? We can Power Word Shield for the earlier draw. Or we can Binding Heal for the earlier draw. Power Word Shield, save the level. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. Because then I can't damage my own minions after, so it has to be the Power Word Shield there.
Except me. It's my worst flaw.
One shot.
Right, so
I always get the
let's
scoop.
do those. Now, North Shear, then Fungal for the double draw, leaving me with my heal as well as 2 HP. So if I play Wild Pyromancer and then cast 2 spells...
Do you like to play with fire?
Like... Battery Pack... And then I haven't drawn Fatigue yet, have I? No. So if I heal a minion, I actually don't draw myself into Fatigue Lethal. So I can use Binding Heal to heal a minion, which will kill the Wild Pyromancer as well as the Undercover Reporter. Which gives me space to put a North Shear out. But the thing is, the North Shear, then that one won't be damaged. I hate this Sylvanas. I don't understand it. So I can now North Shear, then swap. Treachery. So you've now got 4 North Shear, 6 damage minion, 24. That's not going to be enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of you are damaged. There's 4 North Shears on the field. 6 by 4 is 24. 24 is super far from lethal. Like, extremely far. Like, suspiciously far. 7 by 4 is, what? Is 28. How many ticks of lethal have you already taken? 2. So 30. Yeah, 30's not lethal on you. 30 is like 500 and something damage.
Ah, yeah, sure. Take
How
your
do I
time. This is a
double
double
that?
operation.
How the hell do I double that?
On mistakes. Dead That's why I'm good at it.
I don't know. Let's try the opposite ordering. So
One shot, one kill.
we'll draw the Wild Pyro out of there. Play the Wild Pyro. I'll Binding Heal you, then Treachery, Undercover Reporter rather, my own North Shear. Oh, that kills me immediately. No, it heals me. Okay, so I actually can be on lethal for a second. Then I'll Fungal. This is to get 5 draws on your North Shear currently. Gets me a lot of healing in the first phase. It can't be Circle yet. It definitely can't be Swap yet, so it's Battery Pack next. So it looks like maximum here I give them 6 minions. And 4 North Shear. 6 minions that are damaged and 4 North Shears, which is the same thing. It's 6 by 4, it's 24, it's not enough. We need somehow all 7 of them rather to be damaged.
Work the problem. If that fails, I resort to bribery.
Is there some way to get the Sylvanas to steal my last North Shear? Not without damaging it.
Take your time. This is a delicate operation.
Thank you. Because I've already got them, what? 5 points into fatigue. That's a lot. But how do I get them the rest of the way there? If I heal anything right now, I'm dead. We needed to control our board space better. I think the Elven Archer needs to be dead.
Your superior weapons are no match for my crude intellect. No, wait, the other thing.
One kill.
Mining heal you. Board. Order it. Draw. Definitely has to be battery pack after that. There are 2 ways around that one. Okay, I can afford to draw 1 more card. I heal your North Share. Then I drop my own 2.
Injured?
It's the only way I can possibly get all of them onto your board damaged. How do I give you the last one? I can swap, and then you'll get the Sylvanas, and then I can't kill the Sylvanas because I can't treachery it for the kill. And I have to treachery after the North Share. But I also have to treachery first, otherwise I don't have enough space on the board to treachery the North Share to the enemy.
Remember,
I can't Circle of Healing first. That's super lethal on myself. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It has to involve the Sylvanas somehow.
I don't have enough mana.
Oh god. 1 hour and 41 minutes. Here I thought this was going to be the fastest. Not the fastest thing I was going to record today, but definitely not the slowest. By a margin of 2. It's not even going to get close on the enemy. Can we just, like... Okay, cool. I actually have to leave if I want to be able to redo those. Oh god, don't tell me it's going to make me redo the start ones. Come on, please. Yeah, no, 4 out of 4. Cool. You can be it. You can do it. Dr. Boom believes in you, but if you fail, you will be liquidated. I didn't want to be liquid. I hope they don't liquefy my assets. You can liquidate me, don't liquefy my assets. Alright.
Chaos! It's not just a theory anymore. I've proven it.
They go on top of our
I
deck.
always get the scoop.
Mm-hmm. If we draw one and then damage one of our minions and heal that minion. Is it my target? Is it my... Does the power word shield target matter?
Is someone injured?
Oh god. No, this is gonna be like super short, right?
Is someone injured?
It's like, this gets 4 and 7. This gets a lot of minions on my opponent's board. Right, there has to be a trick to this that we've missed. Right? Because I think you do need the Fungal Enchanter to get your opponent into a significant amount of fatigue early. I think that's... how it works. Yeah, because now I've got the 7 on your board. 7 by 4 is 32. It's not enough. I can't heal any of them multiple times, either. So it's not like I can get another 4 in there. Like 8 by 4? 8 by 4 is 32. Sorry, so 7 by 4 is 28. My bad. 32, so... Yeah, that's not enough. How much damage do I need them to have taken before we even get into the next phase? That seems important. So if I need them to have taken a bunch of damage, well, I need my thing out earlier.
One shot, one.
Did both of those too quickly.
Science is the answer.
Damn it.
What was your
Give me the Elven
question?
Archer.
Have some puzzles? Have some brain food. It's made with real brain. Do you like to play with fire?
I've done this before, like a lot of times before. Board state doesn't end up well. Does draw my enemy heavily into fatigue. I can't kill any of the North Shears. It is so important that that modifier stays at 4. I can't treachery early either.
Nobody's perfect, except me. It's my worst flaw.
I always
Put those
get
on
the
top of my deck.
One shot, one.
Oh, another one. North Shear. See, I've still got 2 left in my deck. If I ever do a large heal past this point, I'm dead. Right? Yeah. So I... Is there any way to have minions left on my board when when the opponent thing goes off? There is. It's to, like, give my opponent a minion before the swap. But if I give them a minion before the swap, then the North Shear never works. Can Sylvanas die?
Oh, did I stump you?
Yes. Yeah, frankly, yes. Can Sylvanas die? Well, can I cast 5 spells after I get the Slick Boy on field? 1. This doesn't count. This happens after the swap. We would have to start with healing here. Not without killing everything else. Like, I might be able to keep 1 or 2 other things alive, but not enough. Like, I can use the Binding Heal to keep 1 of these alive while I kill the North Shear, but I also have to keep the Wild Pyromancer alive, and I also have to somehow heal Wild Pyromancer It can't, it cannot be kill Sylvanas. One minute and 50. 1 minute and 50, sorry. 1 hour and 50 minutes. I don't know.
It's good to plan ahead. Me, I plan behind. Results are guaranteed.
So I have my Wild Pyromancer now at the very end of my hand. What if I just leave it? Mm-hmm. Never able to cast the Binding Heal. That's not possible because the only healing I can give myself before that is possibly healing my face, Fungal Enchanter, and then Binding Healing is 5. So casting Binding Healing after Orkanai does mean death, always. What if I don't Wild Pyro before I Battery Pack?
Remember, every
Then
solution
I can
has a problem.
swap. Then I can Wild Pyro Treachery your North Shear back.
Is someone injured?
Now I just want to order these so I get the maximum amount. That would be Circle of Healing, Binding of Binding, and then Fungal at the end. This is 8. This is 8 by 4. This is definitely good progress. I think. This is what I was talking about at the end of the previous one, so I don't know why I didn't try it earlier. So, 8 by 4 is 32. How many ticks of fatigue had you had prior? 1. So you can be on 33 ticks of fatigue. Well then, let's just continue what I think it's going to be. I can't damage my own Fungal Enchanter. So it has to be Binding the Heal on Fungal Enchanter. Okay, that's green, so it's telling me I haven't done it. This is only another 8, right? So 32 and 8 is 40, 41. 41 seems like it's going to start getting close to lethal. Because it's going to be slightly more than double of what we've already done. So, what, they'll have like 200 HP left? Three more would do it. 42, 43, 44 is... 42 and 44 is 86. 43 on top of that's 89, 129. What? So we need 5 more draws? Sorry, I need 3 more draws? 4 more draws, rather? I do. Where the hell do I get 4 more draws from? It's got to be Fungal Enchanter is played at a different time.
Science is more than
It has to
blowing
be.
things up. It's careful observation of things blowing up.
But when can it be played that won't fatigue me? Or rather, will fatigue me acceptably.
I always get the scoop.
I had the Elven Archer on their field last time, right? With the power word shield on it.
One shot, one kill.
Believe I did.
Is someone injured?
Maybe I don't want to use Binding Heal now. Oh, sorry, maybe I don't want to use Lesser Heal now. Maybe I use Binding Heal now. How would that make a difference? Gives me one fewer spells to activate the friendly man. Start seeing its effect, I guess. Oh. So I can draw a maximum of 2 cards into fatigue here. If I heal myself, I can draw 4 cards into fatigue. Sorry, 3 cards in fatigue. But any way I currently have of damaging my own minions and drawing is bad. Like, it will kill me. What if Arcanine is part of it, but I have to swap the Arcanine to my opponent?
Work the problem. If that fails, I resort to bribery.
So what, it'd be Arcanine, Battery Pack, Northshire Cleric. What is the Arcanine providing at that rate? Nothing. How can Arcanine be part of the solution? So imagine Arcanine Battery Pack.
Ah, yeah, sure. Take your time. This is a delicate operation.
Arcanine, Battery Pack, Fungal Enchanter. Everything's on lowish HP. And then we swap board states. Treachery. And then Circle of Healing. Fine. It doesn't seem like any solution should not have the Wild Pyromancer in it, but whatever. We've clearly got to start trying things.
Is someone injured?
Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Yeah, after you cast the spells, so we're gonna be dead. Yeah, it was never gonna work.
Your superior weapons are no match for my crude intellect. No, wait, the other thing.
So board damage comes from the Wild Pyro.
One shot, one kill.
Do you like to play with fire?
I always get the scoop.
draw 4 cards into fatigue on 8 HP. That's lethal. Is there a way to do this with fewer minions on board? Because I like the fact that this is getting their fatigue counter started even before we put North Shiz on their field. This is killing me. Only by 2 HP though. Enemy has 6 on their fatigue counter. That's 5 more. If I get the same result of 8 minions on board. But the thing is, playing the Wild Pyromancer early negates my ability to get that kind of full effect at the end of the thing.
I always get
So if fewer minions on board is what I want. They've already done that in the wrong order. I can't see a way that it's correct not to... Like, otherwise this would say shuffle, but it says on top of your deck. I can't see a way that getting the Wild Pyromancer first is correct. I just can't see it.
I always get the scoop.
What if I use Binding Heal not as a heal, but just to trigger the Fungal Enchanter? Sorry, so it's only a heal on myself, effectively. So now we don't have to play the Elven Archer. And my opponent takes 4 points of fatigue damage. Could have drawn 1 more card there and I still would have been fine. So actually could have had the Elven Archer out on the board. As long as I didn't heal my own North Shear with the Binding Heal. And then the North Shear would have to be the target of the Power Word Shield. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind for the future. I don't know if that's going to be relevant. So from this point, we could North Shear. If the Elven Archer is like the last thing, we can damage another minion. So it'd be North Shear Battery Pack. Everything's damaged.
Concentrate. Concentrate. Am I distracted?
North Shear Battery Pack. Swap minions. Oh no. That doesn't work. How many points fatigue? 4. That's not gonna work. I need less space on my opponent's board. I can't really provide that right now. Or rather, I need less space on my board, my opponent's board after the swap. Because this North Shear still needs to go out. Then I would need to swap.
Is someone injured?
Like, I can kill one of your minions, like the Undercover with an Elven Archer, and then give you this North Shear, but it's... Then there are way too many undamaged minions on this board. Yeah, so this is 5x4. 6x4, sorry. So it gets back to being 24. 24 plus your 4 that you've already taken. That's not enough. In fact, not even close.
Nobody's perfect, except me. It's my worst flaw.
Choose a minion, put 2 copies. Copies. Okay, so copies are undamaged. So it's not like I can just Elven Archer this and then copy it or anything like that. I fundamentally believe that the end does need to be I play my you know, and then after that I treachery my opponent's last minion over to them. So if it has to be that, how do we draw beforehand? Well, it has to be Power Word, Shield, and Elven Archer.
One shot, one. I always get the scoop.
The ordering doesn't exactly matter here, but still. Well, it does if I don't want to use my Power Word, Shield early.
Yeah, I guess failure is an option.
I always get the scoop. One shot, one kill.
But unless I already have the second North Shear, I don't get my full draw. I'd have to heal this minion twice. Is there any good way to do that? No, because then damaging afterwards is really, really, really difficult. So I need to have my two North Shears out on the board at the same time before I draw. Well, that means that the same order as last time, I guess. Yay.
Is someone injured?
So now I can do this with the fungal, or I can do it with a single target heal. If I do it with a fungal, I create more board space issues. I think this North Shear goes on the board no matter what. I can get 9 damaged minions. 9 by 8? With no earlier heals,
Is
though.
someone injured?
9 by 8 is not going to be enough. 9 by 8, sorry, 9 by 4. Uh-oh. I think I played the Wild Pyromancer early. Yeah, I did. Hang on. I can draw my opponent a bunch of times here, but I need to Binding Heal first. Because I can draw them to the tune of my board. And with Binding Heal, I would be able to draw myself safely 2 cards into the Fatigue. 3 cards if I have the Fungal Enchanter.
Ah, yeah, sure. Take your time. This is a delicate operation.
Okay, let's do that. This does kill one of my opponent's minions. I hope this isn't relevant. And then I double heal mine as well as my own face. No, because now I'm playing Treachery kills. Yeah, playing Treachery on my North Shear now kills my opponent's minions. So I need to play the Wild Pyromancer after. I need to do the exact same play, but play the Wild Pyromancer after my
What was the question again?
I always get
after
the
my
scoop.
battery pack.
One shot, one kill.
Is someone
North
injured?
Shear.
Is
North
someone
Shear. Battery pack. Swap. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if I draw myself into fatigue. This is the same thing as last time. This is literally the exact same thing. I just played the Wild Pyromancer and then I, what, yeah, Treachery, then the North Shear. Having this damaged and then healing it up is actually way more effective. So it's Wild Pyromancer.
Like to play with fire?
Fungal, give you the North Shear. I think that was wrong. Circle healing and then binding heal. So that's 9 by 4. 9 by 4 is 36. Had you had any points of lethal before that? Yeah, we're short again. Nine by 4. I mean, even if I hit the restart button, it's gonna continue playing this, so kind of just got to deal at this point. It's getting super late, and this video is supposed to be up today, as well as a load of other videos, so yikes. 2 a.m. So we know it's going to be at least 36. I just want to see how close we get, because that's going to give me a metric for like whether or not this is the correct path, but it needs to be optimized, or if this is the wrong path. It'll give me a sense. It won't tell me exactly, but it'll give me a sense. There's the 36 point. Anything past this is extra. It's just going to be... That's really low. We've done literally exactly that amount of damage before. So we know that we need from this 4 more. Which means another damaged minion, which means Arcanine?
No problem. It's not rocket science, or is it?
I think the Elven Archer getting the Power Word Shield is important so that the Elven Archer lives.
I always get the scoop. One shot, one kill.
So if I heal here after playing the North Shear, I draw my final 2 cards. I'm also out 3 energy or less if I use the Binding Heal. So I could either have a Pyromancer or a North Shear in hand right now. The thing is, the Pyromancer thing at the end feels correct. It really does.
Is someone injured?
Which means that before that has to be incorrect, which... Okay, what if I Wild Pyro, Battery Pack, then Binding Heal a single target? I don't want to do that. That draws me 2. Yeah, I can't play the Fungal Enchanter at that rate. So,
Work the problem. If that fails, I resort to bribery.
see, if Orkanai is part of this solution, then I've already screwed up. Like, I've screwed up a long time ago when I decided that Orkanai can't be part of the solution. Maybe he's a body to give the enemy? It's at maximum that. How many hours do we have to go before I decide to look it up? That's the thing. I don't think I have too much pride to look it up. If I think that's going to be the only way that I can figure it out.
Remember, every solution has a problem.
See, because I'd love to be able to sit here for 8 hours and just question and question and question and question, but that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time, friends. I already make long content as it is, but long content of me stuck on the same screen? Yeah, that doesn't play. That dog don't hunt. There has to be something I'm missing. Like, I can't just heal myself for 4 right now. I can't draw 4 for my opponent right now. Especially because if I do damage 2 of my own minions and heal 2 of my own minions, then I'm
Am I
dead.
distracting you?
Fine. It,
Your superior weapons are no match for my crude intellect. No, wait, the other thing.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna see if there's any hints on the internet. Dr. Boom, it's like challenge 4, challenge 4 lethal hints. Please tell me there are hints. There's just solution guides. Solution guides, solution guides. Solution guides. Whoa! There's one with hints. Alright, show me hints. I just want to know where I'm going wrong.
Ahead. Me, I plan behind. Results are guaranteed.
Okay, so the hint is, puzzle is very similar to the previous one, but Undercover Reporter will guarantee shuffled minions go on top of your deck, unlike Lab Reporter. Ensure you maximize the number of damage minions on board as well as the number of Northshire Clerics your opponent has. That's what I already know, though.
I always get the scoop.
You have to damage you.
One kill.
Draw. We don't want another element of draw, so we play the North Shear draw. We end up in the exact same problem. Maybe it's the different HP points that matter. Let's
Is someone injured?
North Shear, battery pack and swap, right? Wild Pyromancer Treachery. The Fungal Enchanter allowing us to damage it. It does get 4 draws earlier. But we already have 4 draws earlier. So it doesn't actually count. Unless I heal the undercover, we're dead. Or rather, it's dead. Which is another 4 draws for the... Then we can circle the last. It's 9 by... No, it's 9 by 4 on top of already 9. That's 9 by 5. 9 by 5 is 45, 45. I mean, this button's not lit up, so I'm pretty fucking... I did that exactly before. I did it exactly like that before. What changed? Because I did exactly that before. Because it was the time that I put the Fungal Enchanter out earlier, because I was like, I need this out earlier so that... I think I used Binding Heal as my last that time. I'm going to use Circle of Healing as my last this time. I don't understand why this is different. Was I ever giving them an undamaged undercover reporter?
Accelerated explosions just to watch everything I built.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. God, the rest of them are gonna be harder. Oh boy. Well, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Solo Adventures in the Puzzle Lab, specifically Boomsday Project, and specifically the Lethal Boom wing. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.